Hi guys, welcome to today's podcast, and in today's episode, we will be talking about more random stuff, and we have a very special guest.
We've got a guest again, 2 weeks running.
I
Wow.
know.
Wow. Yeah, well, because we didn't have a guest for a long time, for months. And now we're going to have guests. I think we actually have a guest next episode, hopefully, as well. So that's something
Well,
to
we
look out
had
for.
we had King DCN CJ.
Yeah, we had King DCM last episode. We got a special guest this episode. And then we might even have some guests in the next few episodes. So watch out for those. We've got some good podcasts coming. But yeah,
Shout out to our Guatemalan viewer.
listener. Not viewer, he doesn't
Yeah,
do.
listener, viewer. Oh yeah, no.
But I should probably check the stats. I'll check the stats in a minute and see if we've gained any other listening locations, because that'll be interesting.
That'll
But
be
anyway,
interesting.
34.5% of our YouTube YouTube viewers are not subscribed. Not our YouTube subscribers are not subscribed. Yeah. So if you haven't already, subscribe to the Unnamed Podcast YouTube channel. We are staying ahead of the other two Unnamed podcasts, and we need your help to stay ahead because they are gaining subs. Well, one of them isn't, but the other one is.
One's a failure, one's doing something.
Well, yeah, because when you search the Unnamed Podcast on YouTube, the other Unnamed Podcast actually pops up before us, only because
really?
they've been getting higher views than us
Oof.
because they've only started it recently. So their podcasts are on 200 views, 100 views, 100 views, 50 views, opposed to ours, which are on 40, 50, 40, 40. So ours are still doing decent, especially for the size of the channel, but theirs are doing better. But to be fair, we're still keeping a lead ahead of them. They're only on 34 subs, and we're on 38, and the other one's only on 33 because they haven't uploaded in 4 months. So, yeah. So subscribe if you haven't already. And drop a like on the podcast. We never ask for likes on this. I don't think.
And
but
check out our Instagram at UnnamedPod.
of course, go follow there. Well, we've been saying that we're going to do an Instagram controls our podcast for ages, but we haven't got around to doing it.
No, and
I think because we thought it would probably
lockdown
be easier to do in real life, but
Yeah.
then now we're going to have to wait. If we want to do it, we'll have to wait till this lockdown's over.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, that's enough waffling. Let's just get into the podcast. So please welcome our special guest, Ethman.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it
Hello.
going?
Hello. It's going good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Not too bad. Excited to be here.
Nice.
First time on a podcast ever.
Cool. Yeah.
I have a quick question before we, get into the details.
Yeah, go on.
Why did you choose your logo? Like, what made you choose that logo?
What, Monkey Pog?
Yeah.
Well, because I'm a Twitch streamer, as you will shortly find out, I assume, on the podcast. But Pog is a big thing on Twitch, and monkeys are cute. I guess it's a funny face. Monkey Pog. It's great.
There you go.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, okay. So we have a few things to talk about before we actually get into the sort of questions for Ethman. And then we can just talk about whatever, really. We've actually got quite a bit to talk about. Because fun fact, actually, I've actually been friends with Ethman for sorry, I'm gonna call you Ethan because Ethman just seems a bit weird calling you Ethman.
Yeah, it's still good.
So I've been friends with Ethan. I've been friends with you for a long time.
Primary school days,
since
man.
like reception, yeah.
Yeah.
So I've known Ethan for a long time. And then
I
Tom's
remember
known him
exactly how it happened. If you want me to tell the
Go
age
for
old
it.
story.
I don't remember then.
I think I joined primary school 2 weeks late,
Right. Yeah.
and I walked into our first class, and we had a girl. I won't say her name just in case, but I don't know. But she walked up, and I was eating a banana, and I got some on my face because I was a child. She called me booger face, and then you walked up to her and said, "That's not very nice." And then I was like, "Yeah," and I was
Wow,
like,
okay.
I was like, Jacob Silver, best friend, and then it started from there. We were good friends. We grew a bit distant secondary school.
Yeah. Well, to be
And,
fair, I think I became friends with Tom and sort of hanging out with Tom a bit more.
Yeah, and then I became friends with Tom as well, like 8, 9, and then I started talking to you again, and then here we are. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're all grown up, big boys now.
We're big boys.
Indeed.
Yeah, we should definitely do that thing where we watch old videos with our squeaky voices and just.
Yes, so
compare.
basically,
Exactly.
before this podcast, I said to Ethan that we should film a video because if you don't already know, on my second channel, me and Tom did a video where we reacted to old videos. And the only reason I put it on my second channel was because it was mainly videos of Tom and none of me, so it wouldn't have really made sense to go on my main channel. But I said we should probably do a video with me, Ethan, and Tom reacting to some old videos of of us, because there's a funny one which was a school project that me and Ethan did back in year 7
Yeah.
to react to, and then there's also one of Ethan and Tom trying some toxic waste.
Yeah, you know, the sour
Wasn't
sweets.
there one where it was on the roundabout as well?
Yeah, that is the toxic waste one, I think.
Yeah, I think there is also other ones with you on the roundabout, Tom.
Damn.
I have another good video idea for you too, if you want to hear it.
Go ahead.
Go on.
So you know, you were talking about the other unnamed podcast.
Yes.
You should try and get in touch with them and do an unknown podcast unknown podcast.
Yeah, well, the thing about that is actually a couple episodes back, the Unnamed
Already
podcast
approached
commented
us.
on our podcast and
Yeah.
said, because we'd mentioned them in the episode, and so they were like, "I'll make a better." We'd said that their logo was pretty trash compared to ours, and he was like, "Well, I'll make a better logo, and we're up for a collab." And I was like, "Okay,
Yeah.
maybe." And then basically we ended up having this big discussion in the form of our comment section about the Unnamed podcast, and then calling us trash and stuff. And then I said, "Yeah, we're up for a." You're right there, Tom.
Yeah, my camera just
crashing in the background.
Well, I said we're up for a collab then, and they're like, "No, you're trash. Your views are so terrible. Nah, you're irrelevant." So maybe not.
Well, if I had known that sooner, I wouldn't have brought up the idea. But you know,
It's completely fine.
the title "Podcastception" sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it does, to be fair.
Yeah, but you know,
Well, yeah. So it looks unlikely that we'll do a collab with them, but yeah, if you're listening other Unnamed podcasts, then hit us up.
Yeah.
maybe we'll
Yeah.
do it. But yeah, okay. So first thing I put on the list of topics for us to talk about was something that Tom promised that we could talk about last episode. That he promised he would watch the Social Dilemma documentary. Did you watch it, Tom?
No.
Tom, you promised to our viewers. You promised in the last podcast. How can you break a promise? They trusted you.
I did. Hang on. In my defense, back in the last episode, I said I probably shouldn't make promises I can't keep.
Yeah, I know you. Yeah.
I
But you
genuinely
did
said
promise
that.
them. But unfortunately, never mind.
Yeah,
Okay.
but just speak about it, and I'll just pretend like I know what you're talking about.
Well, basically, like I don't know what to say. It's just a documentary about how like even like how scary social media is and stuff, and how
Yeah.
it's people like companies can even when you think you're like in incognito mode, then like they can still see what you're doing and stuff like they're trying to get you to use their social media as much as possible and to try like be addicted to it because it makes them more money, obviously.
yeah.
So, like,
go
They'll
on,
put
sorry.
ads in the right places, or they'll send you notifications that will get you to click back into the app and try and get as much retention as they can from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at a website last night because I'm like for clothes and stuff, and then my friend brought up a similar website, and then this morning I opened Instagram and that website was on my phone. I've never once
Yeah.
previously searched for it, like since
Right.
last night, and it was really weird because I was like, I texted him about it, I was like, yeah, the website just came up on my phone, but as an ad on Instagram.
Yeah. It's in the
And I
same
was
way
like-
that I've bought clothes before. So you may have seen I bought a fluffy hoodie not too long ago.
Yeah.
And since I bought that, the company that I bought that from have like non-stop I've been getting adverts for that exact, like even for the exact hoodie. Actually, you can see it in my Discord profile picture. But I keep getting adverts for that company to buy more clothes. I'm not complaining. I bought another hoodie from them recently, actually. But yeah, it's like targeted ads. They see you buy something or they see you look at something, and then you're non-stop going to get ads for it. And it's sort of scary. Like they're tracking every single move you're doing and trying to get you to buy stuff or to make the money or to go on the app more. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was looking for Bluetooth headphones the other week for like exercise and like running on treadmills and stuff.
yeah.
And I hadn't searched for them because I hadn't had any money in my account to do so. So I was just talking about it with my parents. And then I was scrolling through Instagram, and then a pair of what are those called? Raycons. You know, the ones that
Yeah.
They just came up on my phone, and I was like, what?
Yeah, because that's a scary thing as well, because I've seen stuff in the past where people have done tests to see whether is Google always listening, and stuff like are they listening to every word you say, because if you just talk about something, are you going to get ads for it? And I think someone did a test online, I can't remember what the result was, but and it's also stuff like Amazon Echo. I've got one behind me. We've actually got quite a few in our house, and like obviously they're always listening because they're listening out for you to say the word. I'm not going to say it, but the word that sparks it off. So it's like
the wake word.
Yeah, the wake word.
Alexa.
Well, luckily I'm wearing headphones, so. But if anyone at home, if that got you, I'm sorry. But
I have a really I've had mine unplugged for like 2 weeks now.
Right.
So I have everything automated in my room. I can be like, can you turn on my lights? Can you? I've got
Yeah.
Bearded Dragon, like the Vivarium and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I was testing it, so I said, you know how it's called Bowser?
Right. Yeah.
I just said a completely random name. I was like, Alexa, can you turn on Pete's Vivarium? And then when you don't have Pete, you have a Bowser's Vivarium. And I was like, oh.
That was lovely.
I was like, how do you know his name? Because I don't have it named Bowser's Viv. I have it named Viv. I have it named like, can you turn on the Viv? But then like they were like, you don't have Pete, you only have a Bowser. And I was like, oh, it's weird.
Yeah, we.
That is.
And it started laughing at 2 o'clock in the morning once. My dad was like, it's just a glitch, it does, but it just goes tee hee, like, and it just kept doing it for like 2 minutes. So I've had it unplugged and I don't want it.
What?
It's freaky. It's freaky. It is weird.
It is, yeah.
I do find all these products kind of strange.
Yeah. And it's also annoying in our house because we have one downstairs, and it always seems to, whenever I ask the one in our kitchen, it always seems to set off the one in my room. Like, it's always, it always picks up you saying the word when you don't want it to, but whenever I try and say it, it doesn't work. And I'm like, come on. Like, I'll ask them to play some music downstairs, and I'll come upstairs, and like, a lot of times I've got home from college and come upstairs, and there's music playing in my room already because my parents have been playing music downstairs. I'm like, this is strange, but still.
I have one in my room, there's one in my parents' room, one in my brother's room, one in the kitchen, one in the living room, and I think we even have one in my car.
Wow.
So like, but it's kind of creepy. Like, if one day they just wanted to start messing with your house, like they could just flick your lights off all day.
I mean, a hacker could just hack into.
Yeah. Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah. It's scary. And to be fair, as well, they're becoming very, very popular. Like, a lot of people are buying them and having them in their house. They're a very common thing for people to have now, especially because the prices are getting lower and stuff. And stuff like, I bought 2 of them on Amazon Prime Day. I bought 2 new Amazon Echo Dots, and they were £18 each. Like, only £18. And so like they're becoming so like cheap and accessible that so many people are having them now. And like, it's scary because you don't know what they could be doing with those. Like, are they listening to you? What, like, is the government got access to it? Like,
especially
it's scary.
the older gen one, because they, you know how they like sell off the really old gen ones for like quite cheap. They could just be using them for like certain.
Yeah, well, because we've got 3 in our house, I think, and then I've got 1 still in a box. Because I've got 1 in my room, 1 in our kitchen, 1 in our conservatory. And then I've got 1 in a box in the other room, which is going to go in my man cave once it's built. So, yeah. But it's scary.
It's just a bit, like, weird. Because, like, there's so many going around, and you can do everything with them now. Like, you can order stuff to your house by just talking to them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can do anything.
You can, like, and lots of people use them for a lot of stuff. Like, personally, I don't have much stuff like smart home stuff. I want to have more stuff like lights and stuff. Currently all I have is a smart plug. But some people do have their entire houses automated via it. Yeah. And I did actually, I think I paid for one of the Amazon Echoes by actually buying it, by asking for it to be bought, and it's just crazy, scary. But yeah.
Well, if it just starts randomly talking at like 2 a.m. Like not like a alarm, just like
I was because I was still awake. I think I was editing a video at the time for the Clips channel, and then
Ethman Clips.
Shout
out to Ethman Clips.
Yeah, Ethman Clips, going the funny highlights from my streams on there.
Link in the description.
Oh, cheers. But I was literally, and then like it came up with a blue ring, and I was like, oh, I accidentally said it, and it just started going tee hee tee hee, and I was like,
What?
I was like, you good? Because I wasn't speaking at the time. I had music on faintly in the background, but like I was wearing headphones, so I wouldn't have heard anything. It just started going tee hee, and it wouldn't stop. I said, Alexa, stop, and it didn't. And I just unplugged it, and I haven't plugged it back in since.
Wow.
It's very, very weird.
They're scary because you have no clue on what they could do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like if you order something to your house, then it knows your address instantly.
Well, to be fair, when I actually they don't even need that, because as soon as I've connected it to my Amazon account, it asks for my address so it could do correct weather. And anyway, once I connect it to my Amazon account, anyway, it's already got my Amazon details.
Oh yeah, there's a video of it on YouTube. Like, Amazon Alexa creepy, randomly laughing in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And that was about like 10 to 1 in the morning.
Exactly. Weird.
It's just scary. They are very good devices, but then there's also the scary side of them that you have no clue, like if someone's listening.
Yeah.
Right now, they could be listening to this entire conversation. If you're listening, then hi, sub to the Unnamed podcast.
All the Amazon plug to the Amazon.
Jeff.
It's even on Fox 10 News. Fox 10 News. Alexa laughing at users.
Oh wow.
2 years
that's
ago.
creepy.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. It is very cool to be able to walk in your house and just go, but the wake word, and then just turn on everything. Because
exactly.
If you say Alexa good night in my house, like the TV and all the lamps and the lights turn off, like in the entire house.
Yeah.
So that like everything, and you can turn them on, stuff back on, obviously.
Yeah.
But like it's just cool because you can turn everything on and off with them.
Yeah, and it's so simple, and it's like you don't have to worry about like it sort of makes everything very simple and like easy. It's all just with your voice. You don't have to worry about getting up and getting stuff or whatever. And it's like it's making people's lives a lot easier, but also, yeah, I don't know. It's just spooky.
Right.
I guess it's good for like the older generation of people though, if they can't like move around as much as they want and like they need to turn on their light or something.
Yeah,
just
definitely.
go, please turn on my light, or if they want shopping ordered to their house, they don't have to get up and work a computer. They can just talk to it.
Exactly. Yeah. Also, one thing I've just thought of as well is the smart sort of things that have cameras in them. Have you seen like Amazon Echo sort of show things?
Oh yeah,
like
I've got 2 of those. Yeah.
Yeah, like a little screen, and they have a little camera in them, so you can do like video calls, or whatever. That's even more scary because if listening to your conversations or whatever is one thing, but being able to see you as well, that's just
that's
spooky.
To be honest though, the Amazon shows they show the lyrics of whatever song you're playing, so you can just sit and have a karaoke thing.
Yeah.
They are really really good. And it's creepy, but they're really really good.
Yeah, no, exactly, and that's the whole thing. People will love them because they're so good, they're so useful, they can do so many things. They're so like you don't have to touch them, you speak to them, and they're very simple to use. But then again, it's sort of the other side of it that you have no clue what's happening on the other side of Amazon. What are Amazon spying on you? Are the government spying on you?
Random hacker or predator just like watching you.
Which is one of the reasons I know as well that Google do their, because we've been talking a lot about the Amazon Echoes, but Google do their version of like, I can't remember what it's called, but Google do their
Google
version.
Home.
Google Home, that's the one.
I have 2 at home.
Yeah. And I know they do like a sort of a similar one to the Amazon Echo show, but theirs doesn't have a camera on it for sort of the reason of like, so people don't think that they're getting spied on. So. Yeah.
Oh, you've made me feel weird now because I've got one in my kitchen.
But that's not as bad as your bedroom. Your bedroom.
Oh yeah, true. But I got one in my kitchen and one in the living room.
Okay. Well, it would be worse if it was in your bedroom.
Yeah, to be fair, it would.
One looking over your bed.
Just staring directly at me. No, but it's good because it shows the time constantly. It shows the weather. It's touchscreen. Yeah. There's a games mode on it, so like you can play like actual, like not like high tech video games, but like Alexa mini games. Yeah, so like you can do quizzes, and there's a song quiz which me and my family like to do quite a bit. It's quite fun. I think you can play that Quiplash game on there if you.
Can you?
I think so. I can't
I have
remember.
A quick question. What is Quiplash?
Right.
Oh, you never played it before. Okay, so
No.
quickly, just for some quick context before Ethan explains what it is. The other day, me, Ethan, and some of Ethan's friends, were playing some Quiplash, and Ethan was streaming it over on his Twitch, twitch.tv/Ethman_plays. Am I correct?
With a Z. With a Z.
Yeah, basically it's sort of like a. Ethan, you can explain it now.
Right, so you get given a question, Tom, and then so two people get given the same question. Everyone has different questions, but like imagine me and you got one of the questions is like a bad name for a king. Okay, so me and you got that question. I would put an answer, and you would put an answer, and then everybody else playing would vote for who they think's the funniest answer. The person with more
It's
votes
anonymous.
gets,
It's
like,
anonymous,
like-
so you don't see who
kind of
put the
like-
answer.
Does it kind of like Cards Against Humanity?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit, but as in
But
you write
it's-
your
yeah,
own answers
yeah, you're
opposed
right,
to picking
Yeah.
answers.
Yeah.
And like not everyone's answering the same question at the same time. It's so, two people answer each question, and so there's 3 rounds. The first round, the first and second round, everyone answers their two questions, and then the third round, everyone answers the exact same question.
I've got quick
Nice,
flash
try
Tom
this
if
then.
if you want
We
to
should play it at some point. Yeah,
But,
we
you
played it a
can't-
couple
you
times.
cannot-
Is there an
actually.
app, or is
You
it?
can't. You have it's
Uh,
on Steam, and then you just
It's on,
screen share
basically you
it.
buy it. Yeah, you buy it on Steam, but only one person has to buy it on Steam. So Ethan's bought it on Steam, and then he just shares his screen in Discord, and then the rest of us, you just go to jacksbox.tv on Google and just type in the code, and so like nobody, like only one person has to pay for it, and then they just screen share. It also works in like you could do it in real life, like in person, like put it on a TV or whatever, the main thing, and then everyone does it on their phone or whatever.
It is one of those games you need more than 4 or 5 people to play though.
Yeah.
Because
It's also it's similar in the way of sort of a bit like Kahoot, in a very similar sort of premise.
you literally put a code and a nickname in, and then you can play.
Yeah.
And then like there's the main screen that everyone can see, and then you've got your own personal thing where you type in your answers or whatever. So yeah, we should play it at some point. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It is good. It is good fun. And I think the stream's still up if you guys want to go watch a bit of that. You know.
Yeah.
I got
Go watch it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's move on. We've talked about that for a long time. That was a really Ethan. We should get you on the podcast more often. We never get into such,
I'm quite sick, to be fair.
You are you're actually like quite a good podcast like co-host sort of, because we normally just don't get into like, no offense, I'm gonna bring up something. No offense to CJ, but last episode like sort of his answers weren't the longest, so it was a little bit more tough. Like it was a lot more based on us having to do a lot of the talking and then him answering. And this isn't me making a dig at CJ. Thanks so much for coming on the podcast, CJ. It's just some people obviously find it harder to come up with like long answers or whatever. But I think with you, Ethan, you're actually like you're having a good conversation with us.
Ethman _pods coming to YouTube soon.
Maybe we should get you. To be fair, if people like this episode, we might, and if you're up for it, you can come back on the podcast at some point as well.
Oh yeah, sure, I'm down. I'm down.
I'm already enjoying this episode. We've talked for like 15, 20 minutes about smart devices. Wow. Okay, let's move on. So, I think if we just move on to the questions about Ethan, and then we can come back and talk about the US election afterwards.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
So, I think we'll talk about Twitch first, and then we've got a few quick questions for you. So you started streaming on Twitch. What was it, about a week ago?
Yeah, literally 4 or 5 days ago. Well, tell a lie, I started last year, but on a second account, and then I used to stream every single day playing PUBG with my friends, and I got like 9 followers in a year. So I was like, I was kind of getting like, I was very appreciative. I was like, yeah, 9 followers is sick. But I was like, I was sitting there a bit like, yeah, this Twitch thing's not really for me. And then I got this the gaming PC, so I can actually like Twitch using OBS and have all the cool like alerts and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Higher quality streams, better mics and all things like that, and better games and things. So I've got a wider variety of games. I can stream properly now without like it being buggy and 240 FPS and all that sort of stuff.
240 FPS, that's really good.
Not FPS.
You mean 240p?
Yeah, 240p. Yeah.
So 240 FPS is amazing.
240 FPS is sick. I would have been gassed for that, but no.
Yeah.
It was
so many frames.
Yeah, it was it wasn't the best so streaming on Xbox you only get 30 FPS like per stream, so it's about 240p as you said, but I literally realised last week that you can up the bitrate because I had no idea. So I was streaming on like 1,000 bitrate, then I put it up to 6,500, and now it looks really good. Yeah.
Yeah. You got to have some good internet for that as well.
Oh yeah, I've got 3 Wi-Fi routers in my house.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Because I stream from OBS. I stream on 2,500 because that's what my laptop and my internet can handle. Hopefully, once I get a better PC and maybe wired internet, I might be able to do higher. Because currently, I can only stream at 720, 30 FPS, and that, to be fair, that's only really because of my laptop. That's not really to do with internet, because I have a terrible laptop.
Yeah, so I stream usually 4,500 bitrate,
Yeah.
So that I don't like break anything. But I've got Ethernet and all that sort of stuff plugged in.
Yeah,
so
yeah, exactly. Because I'm just running off Wi-Fi, but I think eventually once I get a PC, what I want to do is just hardwire it, so that obviously it's a lot stronger, better connection, opposed to just running it off Wi-Fi. So
it doesn't randomly drop out.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, for those who don't know, bitrate. Me and Ethan are talking about bitrate. Basically, it's well, I'm gonna explain it to the best that I know. If I get anything wrong, Ethan, just give us a shout. But basically, to my understanding, bitrate is like the higher you put your bitrate, the better quality and like the better it's gonna look, and the better the stream's gonna be. But it also takes more PC power and more internet to have a higher bit rate. Whereas the lower bit rate you put it, it's going to be lower quality, but also it loses a lot less internet and PC power. Is that about right?
Yeah, spot on, really.
Perfect. So yeah, that's what bitrate is for anyone who doesn't already know. But yeah,
I do like that about people at the moment. Is everyone comes up to me like I'm a Twitch expert. I've been doing it for 4 days. I sit in my room and play Doom, and that's all I do.
Yeah, well, it's like people come to me for like filming or editing and stuff. I'm like, well, like I do know quite a bit about it. I've been doing it for a while, but I'm no like pro or anything. But people are like, so Jacob, you're the person who knows about filming and editing and stuff. I'm like, sure, but
I have never once done that in my life.
But,
especially not last night. I didn't.
Yeah, well, because it's good having sort of like friends who know different things. Like, as in, I'm quite good with filming and editing. You're quite good with sort of gaming, and also you're getting quite good with the OBS stuff and like streaming. Tom's quite good with obviously paintball, but that's not really to do with like paintball is something that he's good at. But also like
you've got anyone you got a grudge against.
Editing.
You got anyone you got a grudge against? You can put ask Tom for a paintball gun. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
There you go. That's all I'm good for.
No. You're not. That's not all you're good for, Tom. Don't say that. You're good for the other half of the Unnamed podcast. We wouldn't be able to do it without you.
Yeah.
Well, actually, to be fair, I could get rid of you, Tom, and have Ethan as my co-host.
You could.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, this is a big announcement. Tom is now leaving the Unnamed podcast, and Ethan's joining. No.
But this is an announcement for me as well.
Ethan doesn't even know about this. I'm just surprising him right now.
I'm just here.
Replace.
Yeah. So no, but yeah. So because I remember
Fan club wanted me out.
Yeah, because we did an episode a few weeks back, and I did a second channel video about the Jacob Silver fan club, and they kept commenting on the things Tom out because apparently you said something controversial in the Chocolate Bar Tier List podcast. I don't know what it was, but yeah, they want you out, and they stand
they take
me.
Chocolate Bar seriously, eh?
Yeah, I know chocolate bars, well. So yeah. Let us know, by the way, if you're watching the podcast, people from the Jacob Silver fan club, drop it in the comments what you didn't like that Tom said. And yeah. Okay, so because I remember I watched some of your old streams because it was Zero Echo, your old Twitch.
Yeah, Zero Echo, yeah.
And I remember I watched some of your streams, and you can see a big difference if you watch. Well, you can't really watch back any of the streams now because obviously they're gone. They only stay
I do have
2 weeks.
some of them, I think, recorded on a drive somewhere, so I might do a comparison sort of thing at some point.
Yeah, because you can see the big difference in sort of like your. I feel like I didn't really. No offense to you, but the streams back then, for a few reasons, I didn't really enjoy them as much as I enjoy your streams now. Mainly for a few reasons of one, the games you were playing sort of like I'd never played before and I didn't really understand, and two, sort of you weren't really talking to the stream as much, really. Like you were talking a bit if someone came into your chat, but apart from that, it was sort of just playing the game or talking to your friends or whatever. Whereas I feel like now, whenever I join your stream, even if I've never even heard of the game before, like I said the other day, I've never heard of Doom before, like, and I join your stream. Like, I still enjoy it because of, like, your talking, your personality, you're talking about stuff, and obviously it helps that there's it helps that there's people in the chat as well that you can talk to and stuff.
I think I get too interactive with my chat because that was supposed to be a Doom thing, and then I started streaming Microsoft Word Hangman. It didn't make much sense, like, because people who joined literally specifically for Doom, because Doom's quite like not a small community, it's got a lot of plays, but like people watch Doom for Doom and then they join. and it's just like, oh, he's playing Hangman on Microsoft Word.
Yeah.
It's just.
But to be fair, you couldn't really turn it down because people are asking you to play Hangman. And they were donating money for you to play.
Yeah, they were
it,
literally donating money for me to play Microsoft Word Hangman. But am I supposed to say no? That's like, it's the best.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, let's talk about that. So, you've actually your Twitch has been doing pretty decent. You've got 21 followers, is it already?
22 as of
22,
last night. 22.
Even better. You've got to 22 in about a week, and you've also already been getting quite a lot of donations, specifically from one particular person. I'm not going to name here, but yeah, what's it like getting money for streaming?
The thing is I've had this conversation with my parents actually. Is that I don't look down on it at all, but people who play video games in their room and get paid hundreds of thousands of pounds a year just to do that, I think it's not stupid. It's good because it's entertainment, but it's a bit like, So with the donations I get, I keep 50% for myself because I mean money. But I'm quite a big charity person, so I do donate most of the money to the other half of the money to Cancer Research UK is the main one I'm doing now. But I do let people who are watching they can decide what charity they want, and I'll just give them to them.
Yeah, well, there is one downside with the whole of that, though. Is the only thing is obviously with donations that PayPal take their cut. So actually, like the annoying thing about the thing is that when you're donating to charity as well, it also it loses a tiny bit more because of obviously the PayPal cut. But
yeah, it is. Yeah, it goes so like, say I got $14 off a stream, that would convert into about £8 because of everything. From PayPal and then conversions from dollars to pounds.
Well, it's so I was streaming. By the way, if you haven't already, go check out my Twitch as well. I started streaming on Twitch more. But Ethan came and donated to my stream last night. 3 times he donated $3.
Pog.
Yeah, and but I went to my PayPal today, and basically each of the dollars, once PayPal take their fee, and then once you convert it to pounds, it's only 49p. So it's actually like the conversion rate as well. If people donate in dollars and stuff, like the conversion rate once you work it out is like very different.
Yeah, that's why you see most Twitch streamers get as many sponsorships as they want. They sort of like donations is the proper way to make money off Twitch in a way because you get 1/4 pence each time there's an advert played on one of your streams. Yeah. And so like have you heard of Call Me Carson?
Yes.
Yeah. So he does Twitch a lot. I watch all of his streams. He's amazing, very funny. But then he's got a very successful YouTube channel as well. So he makes his money off Twitch and YouTube. But that's why I have the Ethman Clips YouTube channel because I'm hoping that gets sort of big so that more people come from there to watch the streams. And then because Twitch, they take quite a large percent of money, and then PayPal takes quite a large percent of money.
Yeah.
So you don't make much off anything but donations. So obviously 100% very grateful for everyone who donates because it's very generous, especially because I'm the smallest Twitch streamer possible. But
no, I have less Twitch followers.
Yeah, well, yeah, but you know what I mean. But
yeah, I get you.
So yeah, I'm extremely grateful, but it's just nobody really. I'm not doing it for money. I love video games, and I know that people love watching video games. Like the first stream I ever did on Twitch, not like with the new Ethman Plays account, was a Minecraft stream. I was playing a Minecraft mod, and I played that for about an hour, and then I had this guy join, and he didn't know how to get Minecraft mods. So I turned the stream from me playing Minecraft to teaching this one person how to install Minecraft mods for about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Just because I'm doing Twitch as a thing because it's fun, and like most of my friends do it now. But also because I do enjoy video games in a way. Like it's escapism sort of thing. Everyone loves video games because like the Among Us stream we did the other night was good. Quiplash was funny. So, and I think people would enjoy watching it. And well, clearly so far they have. And I think I have a lot better attitude towards Twitch now than I did when I started with the Zero Echo account.
Yeah.
I'm more enthusiastic to start streaming, and then I'm more interactive with the chat and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. It's been going quite well for you. on Twitch, and so your goal is to obviously reach 50 followers, isn't it?
Yeah, 50 followers, you get affiliate, so you can start getting subs and adverts on your thing.
Yeah, because obviously currently you just do it, and the only sort of revenue stream, obviously, as you said, you're not doing it for money, and a lot of people don't do it for money. There are the few that do it for money, which obviously you shouldn't really do it for money, but at the end of the day, who cares?
Yeah.
But like, obviously, if you're passionate about it, then that's the best reason to do it. But once you do get 50, then you can obviously have ads on your videos, and also you can get subs, which brings in extra revenue, which means it makes it even more sort of not like worthwhile, but sort of like worthwhile in a way, but not the reason you're doing it is because of money, because you're not, but also like it's nice for your sort of the payoff of you're working so hard on your streaming and stuff, that now you can actually sort of see that come back to you in a monetary sort of form.
The only thing with Twitch sub and affiliate is that you have to make $100 to be able to get any of the money.
Right.
So you need all the Twitch subs and donations and donations go straight to you.
Yeah.
But
straight to your PayPal.
Things like bits and followers. So I think it's $4.99 a month for a follower.
Yes. I think Well, I think I know it's definitely $5. So I'm not sure about if you bought it in pounds.
Yeah. No. Oh, yeah. It's £3.99, I think. But so you need it goes into like your Twitch balance, and your Twitch balance has to get to $100, and then you can transfer it to your account.
Right.
But it rolls over every single month, so you don't have to make 100 a month. You have to make 100 a total just to get it.
Yeah. So it's over a certain, like,
yeah.
Big streamers just take the money out whenever they feel like it, because they're getting thousands to probably a stream. But obviously, smaller people might have to wait quite a few months for you to actually make that up. But I feel like you probably will eventually make it. And what you could do is, if people want to donate, you could say, if possible, maybe if you donate in bits instead, or maybe actually I don't know, because then you won't get your money straight away. But like, if you needed, like, if you wanted to get you're up to your £100 threshold, you could ask people if they wanted to donate, if they could do it in bits, and then that goes into your total, or whatever.
Yeah. So my friend Pinkish, his Twitch thing is maybe Pinkish. He started in March, I think, and he got affiliate in March. So he got affiliate in March, and he's only just now, because I Twitch subbed, I think he's only just got to the $100 threshold, and then you can apply for the $100, and then he said it should get to him January next year, so it's not instant either. So Twitch isn't easy. Like, it's not easy to make a lot of money from, but especially at our age and stuff, getting donations and things just for playing a video game, which I would be doing anyway, is still crazy to me. Yeah.
But then at the end of the day, like, if you're not doing it for the money, and you are doing it just because you enjoy it and you want to, like, entertain other people, then at the end of the day, it sort of should be like, obviously it might be annoying that you've got to wait a bit of time for the money, but then at the end of the day, it's sort of like you're waiting for this, but at the end of the day, you haven't sort of you're earning this money, and it's sort of like a nice reward for all the work you've put in, and it's like it's not like you've got to wait for your monthly paycheck to come out or whatever. It's sort of like a nice sort of thing that you're looking forward to coming out, because you've been working really hard on it. But yeah, so best of luck to you, Ethan.
Cheers, man.
I feel like you're definitely gonna reach it, especially as well. You've set your goal on your stream to end of January, wasn't it, for reaching 50 subs? Not 50 subs, 50 followers.
Yeah, there's like 76 days left or something like that. So I've got a while.
Yeah, exactly. You've got and you're definitely on the road, because you're on, as you said, 22, and that's after a week. So I'm not saying that you're going to get 20 followers a week, obviously, because obviously the first week is going to be a lot better. Or I might be completely wrong. Your next week might even be even better. But obviously your first week is going to be very good. But then the next week might be a little bit less, or maybe it's more, whatever, followers. Yeah, it's like when you start a new YouTube channel, you might gain like a load of subs really quickly, but that's not going to continue every week, because, or like, you might gain a load of views on your first video, but that's not going to continue every single month or every week or whatever, because it's not a new channel every week.
100%.
Yeah.
It also depends on the content as well.
Yeah. Obviously, with you, Ethan, I was looking at your Twitch last night, and you've done a lot of streams in the last 7 days. One second, I'm gonna pull up your Twitch quickly because I was looking at your videos like on your Twitch or past broadcasts, and you have done a lot of streams, and they are actually quite well viewed.
The Doom stream I did, was it 2 days ago now? That is the best stream I've ever done. It got 50 views overall.
Well, actually, I don't know if you've seen, but there is actually another one of your past streams that has a lot more views than that.
Really? How much?
One sec, I'm gonna find it and I'll tell you.
Okay. I did not.
So I've looked and you've got lots of streams, and they're actually all decent views, like 26, 31, 22, 22, 23. Like they're all like decent. So then you've got your unturned stream, which was 63. I'm gonna tell you the number of views on this, your most viewed stream, and you tell me what stream you think it is. 91.
91? Damn.
91 on a half an hour stream.
Half an hour stream. Right. Wait, it wouldn't be Sea of Thieves, would it?
No.
No, it's not Sea of Thieves. I don't think the Sea of Thieves one
It's a
did.
very popular game.
Very popular game. Oh, well, COD, was it Modern Warfare?
Nope. Right now, it's a very popular game.
Oh, Among Us. The Among Us stream.
Yep. So your Among Us stream. So
Really?
So actually, it's split into 3 parts, and it's 91, 43, 36 over your Among Us streams. So you've got 32
I did not
minutes,
realise
16
that.
minutes, and then an hour and 22 minutes, and that's got 91 views on one of them.
Yeah,
It actually is still titled "Unturned with Friends."
Yeah, the whole thing with like updating information with Twitch.
Oh, I
is
see.
really
Actually,
slow. Yeah.
you can see over the 3 streams. So the first stream is the title of the stream is Unturned, and the game is Unturned. The second stream is the title is Among Us, and then the game is Unturned. And then the third one is the title is Among Us, and the game is Among Us. So you finally got it right. But
that's the thing with Twitch. If you guys are starting out on Twitch or anything, is that it's a learning curve. So you gotta. It takes ages, and you're gonna make mistakes like every single day. Like the pinkish guy I was on about, he still makes mistakes. Like I remember watching one of his streams the other day, and I think he was muted for half an hour of it. I just didn't realise, or something like
that's
that.
not good.
And yeah, there's so many stuff that you've got to learn with Twitch. Like I think now I've started getting better because I used to want to go, I want to stream, so I just go into the game and press start streaming. But now I spend 10, maybe 15 minutes making sure everything's set up, everything says like the right information, it's the right game.
Yeah, it's like when we were doing Among Us the other day, and actually I think with we were doing Among Us and Quiplash the other day. With the Among Us one, we played a couple games before, so you could make sure everything was set up and that we were all like, because I thought like if you start it straight away. I started my stream straight away last time, but it was all, sort of because we didn't really have enough people for the Among Us, so I just started it. I was like, I might as well just get on with it. But like if people have already played it a bit, then they're sort of like already in the zone for it, if you get what I mean. Whereas like if you just start the stream straight away, then people are like, it's like their first game on, they're like, oh, they might be a bit rusty or whatever.
Yeah.
Whereas if you get them a couple like sort of warm up games, you're ready, you're sort of in the mood for it, you're already playing the game. So yeah, I feel like you're gonna go far with Twitch because what you're doing currently is working clearly, yeah.
I'm just hoping the so my Ethman Clips channel, I think one of the videos is actually almost on 100. It's on like 84 or something.
Oh wow, nice.
So the PUBG highlights thing is almost at 100. So I'm hoping that channel not blows up, but it gets more people interested in my streams. So the people who watch the highlights video will be like, oh, that's funny. Then they'll come and actually like watch the streams that I do, which will in turn make more followers. So I'm trying to use YouTube to get my Twitch better, then I'm trying to use Twitch to get my YouTube better, so it's a whole back and forth sort of thing.
Yeah, so you're trying to leverage off YouTube, because it's a lot easier to get an audience on YouTube than it is to get on Twitch.
Because Twitch doesn't, you've literally, like, you can sit and name some of the most popular Twitch streamers for like 10, 20 minutes, but then you can sit and name YouTubers with over 5 million subs for hours.
Yeah, exactly. There's thousands of YouTubers with over 1 million subs, and so like it's crazy. Because YouTube is to be fair, we've seen it in actually as well. There is YouTube used to be the platform where it was like the best sort of way to blow up, but now actually I think in my opinion, I think one of the easier ways to blow up is TikTok, because
easily
a lot of people like TikTok's come along, and a lot of TikTokers have blown up on there. And then some of them have been able to translate it across to YouTube and other platforms. Well, like, to be fair, there's some people that really have like obviously like Charlie D'Amelio. I think she's got like 90 million on TikTok, 30 million on Instagram, like 5 or 10 million on YouTube. But then I have seen. What was that?
No, you go on. Sorry, my bad.
But there is also some other people on TikTok where they can find it difficult to translate some of their TikTok followers. Like they might have 100,000 followers on TikTok, but they've only got 5,000 followers on YouTube, because like some people only like watch their videos on TikTok because they only like their short videos opposed to their actual YouTube videos. So yeah, but it is a good way to use another platform to try and leverage and then use that to translate them over to your other thing.
This was speaking of TikToks, just very quickly. I don't find it stupid because I mean everyone likes like I could sit and scroll through TikTok for like an hour or two.
Yeah.
Just, like looking at memes and stuff. But I think like who's that, Bella Thorne or something? She got like 100 million views.
No, I think it was 200 million actually.
Yeah, something like that. And all she did was go M to the B and look around her room.
Yeah.
With like a following effect. It's not. It was just sitting there like I can put in 3 to 4 hours of hard work editing a video and stuff, and you can get 20 views. But she could look around her room and get 200 million. It's not like a jealousy thing. It's just like, because I don't think she was like popular before that video. She might have been.
No, no, I'm not sure.
But I mean, everyone can sit and learn a dance for 20 minutes, then do it in front of a camera,
exactly,
like to music. But not everyone can put in the hard work that it takes to make a funny video or something like that, or like stream or stuff, because like it's just like I don't. It's not like I don't understand it because TikTok is funny, but it's just 200 million views. Like the amount of people that is just watching this one person roll their eyes around a room for 6 seconds.
It's like
the thing about TikTok though is that it's weird because it's like there isn't sort of one sort of way you can get TikTok sort of famous. Like it's not just like there's a route to success because so many different people do so many different things. It's like this is a bit strange, but a couple hours ago I actually posted a TikTok because I did try to get TikTok famous months back, and I decided I would try and post a TikTok now and see if it did decent at all. Basically it's for my new video. It's just a little I spent a couple hours just editing it. It's just a few clips from my video. You guys may have seen I put on Instagram a reel. It's basically a longer version of the thing I put on Instagram. But my TikTok has got 8 views and 3 likes. And it's sort of like I put a decent amount of time into that, whereas somebody else can put like 5 minutes into Charlie D'Amelio, for example, can spend like 20 minutes on a TikTok, like just doing a little dance, and she can get 20 million views, whereas I spend an hour or two on editing a TikTok properly, like on my laptop and properly editing it, and I can get 8 views.
Imagine that, like waking up and being like, oh, got to go to work today, like starts renegade dancing, and then she's made 2 million.
Yeah.
Well, let's have a look. One sec. I'm gonna get up Charlie D'Amelio.
I spent. So you remember that propaganda video I made?
Yes.
It took me like a whole month to make. It was, and then I like almost lost the files. It almost went corrupt and everything. That only got 145 views. Yeah, as you were saying on like TikTok and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a whole new thing, and it makes us sound like old people, but like the kids these days, I don't know that. But it's genuinely like, what's it? My friend, he duetted someone who was like, not wearing very many clothing on a TikTok, and like he just literally stared at the camera, going, "Oh, I followed this for the music, not anything else but the music," and it got 40,000 views, just because everyone was just laughing at him, like pretending not to look at this like lady with minimal clothing.
Yeah, well, it's like I have a couple friends who have actually done really like quite well on TikTok. One second, I'll quickly grab up their TikTok. So Finn being one of them, Finn Winstanley, Sonny. He actually got a viral TikTok a while back, which was him just duetting this guy making a drink. So this is like a guy in like a restaurant, like in like a bar making a drink, and he's putting like loads of different things in it. And Finn literally just duetted it, and he got 200,000 views.
Wow.
Just because it was like a sort of, it's like a sort of a big sort of trend, not a trend, like but the video was sort of blowing up at the time, and it was getting quite a few views, and so people were duetting it, which were doing quite well. So yeah, it's like you never know what's gonna happen. Like you can get quite a lot of views in quite an easy way. In a similar way as well, someone else hates typo.
Oh, did we played Among Us, didn't we?
Yeah, you met him the other day. Played Among Us. He's one of Finn's friends, and he's actually had quite a lot of luck on TikTok, where he's had quite a few videos do really well. So I'm looking on his TikTok now, and he has 1,400 followers, but his views are very varied. So he can get anywhere from here's what, so 46 views up to 100,000 views.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So so his last 6 TikToks were 117, 389, 186, 46, 1,104, and then 282.
Yeah.
But he has got quite a lot of TikToks which have blown up. One sec, I'll see if I can find any of them. But I know, so his are very varied. That someone can get less than 100 views, some can get like thousands, and like there doesn't seem to be sort of one sort of way to get famous on here or get like big on here. 27k here's one, and it's him. Does he just sit there? Don't tell me he just sits here. No, surely not. Okay, sure. It's him just sitting there for the whole TikTok. And he's put on screen, this video has a ton of shares because all the Queen fans are here, and that has 27,000 views.
Well, yeah, like that's insane to me. That does not make sense. I can sit on the floor and go share because everyone who likes Minecraft is here, and it won't get 400 million like shares or likes.
Yeah, exactly.
So
it's just it's strange. It works for some people. It doesn't work for others, and it's just yeah, weird.
I think it's good though, but at the same time, I'm sort of not worried for the future. But if you have like, I know it's not a large majority, but if you have so many people blowing up on these things now, then like, what like in the future, like didn't TikTok got banned in America, didn't it?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened with that.
Yeah, so like, what are they going to do in the future?
I think it was being investigated, but I'm not really sure what really happened because I know a lot of creators were really trying to move away from TikTok when that news came through. So there's people like Charlie D'Amelio who I've seen. I think she's been doing stuff on Triller, which is I think similar to that or whatever. And a lot of TikTokers. I think as well, like Dixie D'Amelio, Charlie D'Amelio's sister. I think she's trying to move over to a lot more on YouTube, and she does a lot less TikTok. Just because they're like, TikTok is a bit sort of unstable at the moment in the way of they don't know what's really happening with it, and it could just be gone one day, and then that's their whole sort of future gone. Not future, like, but they're sort of their whole online presence. But then that's why a lot of TikTokers try and grow it out elsewhere, because if one platform goes, then at least they still have their other. If Charlie D'Amelio's TikTok gets deleted, she's still got her Instagram with 30 million followers or whatever.
Oh yeah, well, it's just the point I was trying to make is like, it's like Sunny one day put out a TikTok that got 40 million. Like, but well, let's just use Bella Thorne for an example. Where is she now? Like, I think she got 200 million on that one TikTok, and I haven't actually heard from her since.
Let me have a look. You haven't heard from her? She hasn't slid into your
DMs? She hasn't texted me, bro. She left me on red and everything. It's weird.
Okay, so Bella Thorne's on 4.7 million followers. Let's scroll down. Her TikToks get... Well, this doesn't look like her. I don't think that... Is that her? I'm not really sure, because I thought she looked different than this.
Catfish.
Is that the real Bella Thorne? Because I don't think What,
I don't know. I can't see.
Well, you better start seeing them, Ethan.
But you haven't shared your screen, so I can't see.
No, because I'm on my phone, so I can't share my screen.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, no, I don't think this is. What? Why am I? This is Bella Thorne, but that's not Bella Thorne. Or is it? I am utterly confused, mate. Is Bella Thorne the one we're supposed to be talking about? Or is that someone? No, we're not talking about Bella Thorne. It's somebody else, isn't it?
Yeah, I got the completely wrong person. It's just not
Bella
Thorne. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
We were looking at the completely wrong person.
Bella Thorne is an American actress. Where did I get Bella Thorne from?
Bella Porch, 42 million
followers.
followers.
Bella Porch, that's it. Yeah.
42 million followers, and her TikToks do insane. Last TikTok, 19 million one before that 11 million, 18 million, 5 million, 35 million, 9 million, 14 million, 28 million. Like our TikToks do really well, and they're so simple. Let's scroll back. I'm gonna scroll back through our TikTok.
Like, say that one day, not like TikTok got banned or something, or like she just stopped posting, or she had to go do something or something. Like, what's she gonna do in the future, man? Like, she's had this entire thing. I don't know how much money you can make off TikTok.
Yeah, well, I don't think that actually. I think it's not that high. Like, I think it's quite a low amount, but obviously with that many followers, you still do make a lot of money. Also, if you think about obviously brand deals, and if they move it over to sort of Instagram, they might get deals over there, or like over to YouTube, obviously get your AdSense. So it's I don't think, because I think I was listening to I think I was listening to the E-Boys podcast, and Memula said that he has just under 1 million followers, and he made like £20 in the last month on there. So
Yeah.
I don't think actual money from TikTok is the best, but I don't know. Okay, I'm on Velo Thorn's TikTok. My goodness, this is insanity. So the zoom in face ones are the ones that are all insanely viewed. So you know the big one, the M to the B one. Have a little guess how many views you think that's on now.
322.
322 views or million?
Well, million views. 12.
518.6 million
What?
views that's on.
She's just looking around her room.
No, it's worse, Ethan. It's
What?
worse than you think.
No.
Wait, mate. Wait a second, Ethan. It's worse. So there's that's on 500 mil. So you think, oh, okay, sure, that's insane, but it surely that's the only TikTok that's gonna get that insane of views.
Yeah.
There's loads more zoom in face ones that all have upwards of 60 million views.
You
so
are lying.
There's one. So there's 100. I'm just going to read out amounts, and these are all just zoom in face ones. 116 million, 152 million, 101 million, 197 million, 77 million, 88 million, 124 million, 68 million, 168 million, 70 million, 90 million, 80 million, 60 million, 170 million. Sorry, I'm still going. 70 million, 70 million. Oh, sorry guys, this one's a little bit low viewed. 48 million, 80 million. Oh. Disgusting. She's only got 34 million on this one. Oh, what low views.
What a pleb. She's got to do better than that.
So,
but like,
yeah.
500 million that's 500 million people. That means like every single person in England and America, like hypothetically, could have watched that TikTok. Every single person.
Crazy.
Like, that's mental.
That's like, wait, what? So there's 7 billion people in the world. Oh,
Yeah.
they're like, the max they can beat on is 60 seconds. So,
wait, what?
like
I'm pretty
TikTok,
sure
you can
the
even do.
MP is like 15 seconds long.
Yeah, the TikTok you can either do TikToks that are up to 15 seconds or up to 60 seconds. So yeah, it's probably 15. So, but yeah, it's insanity. Right, okay, we've been talking about that for a long time, and
At least
so
I like how I said quick off-topic thing, and it's been like 10 minutes.
it's fine, Ethan. I think this is going to be our longest episode because we're already at an hour of talking, and are you guys still up for keep talking? Because I still have lots to talk about.
Yeah, we got loads of points.
We've got quite a few things that I've put down for talking to Ethan about. We can also talk about the US election. So yeah, are you okay to keep talking, Tom?
I do actually have to go in a bit because I've got to drop off my laptop to my cousins.
Okay,
So,
well, like how sort of long?
Probably like another 10 minutes. Before I have to
Okay,
go.
we'll just keep talking, and if you have to go there and we're still talking, would you be okay? Like, if me and Ethan just keep talking for a little bit longer?
Yeah.
If we're still in like
I reckon if we have, if we do questions that involve all three of us, not just like questions
Yes.
for me, and then if
Yeah,
Tom
okay,
has to
sure.
go, then we just do like the quick questions for
Okay.
about me and stuff.
That's a good idea.
So like the US election and all that stuff you wanted to talk about?
Okay. All right. Okay, so yeah, so we've been talking on about so many different sort of tangents there. It's good. It's good, quite a good episode this. Okay, so right. Basically, guys, Tom says he needs to go soon, so we're gonna talk about the US election, and then when Tom has to go, me and Ethan will probably keep talking, and we'll just talk about some more stuff to do with Ethan and Twitch and YouTube and stuff. So yeah, so let's talk about the US election. So that it seems like a little bit of a while ago, not like a little bit of a while ago, but it's like it. So much is happening each day nowadays because of obviously COVID and everything that it seems like like such a not such a distant thing, but it seems like a thing that happened quite a bit of time ago when it was only like last week or the week before. So yeah, because the election happened and Biden won. Because I'm confused. Did he win, or is that they think he won? I'm not really sure, honestly. Ethman?
Sorry, I was muted. My bad. I think he won. He won the what's it? The college votes, is it called?
Yeah, electoral college vote.
Yeah, so you have to get 270, but I think Donald Trump won the popular vote and all the illegal votes and all that. Donald Trump won, and then
Right.
so Biden technically won because he got to 270. So he like should be in office or in the White House in January. But
Right.
I think Donald Trump's still fighting for it because like the majority of America still wants him to be president, but the states of America
So
want.
I've got the election results up here. So basically, the thing about this is it's not based on the number of votes they get. It's based on the number of electoral college votes they get. So each state has a certain number of electoral college votes, and so Trump could one person could get 5 million votes and one could get 3 million votes. But if those 3 million votes were in states with higher numbers of college votes, then the person with 3 million votes could win hypothetically.
Yeah, so places like Los Angeles and New York are going to have bigger college votes because they're like, I don't know, but they're more important in a way. But
Georgia has 16 votes. Arizona is 11, Florida has 29, Texas has 38, Pennsylvania has 20, opposed to New Hampshire, which has 4, or Nevada, which has 6.
Yeah,
so it's like if you get more votes somewhere that has lower amount, you may win that state and get those votes, but that doesn't guarantee you're going to win. So in the end, Joe Biden got 78 million votes and Donald Trump got 72 million votes, which still to me is insane.
That's very
because
close.
That's more. Each of them got more votes than people in the UK. Let that sink in.
Oh yeah.
So wait, I think there's 60 something million in the UK. UK population. UK population is 66 million, and so they each got more votes than the whole of the population of the UK. Because obviously the US is a lot bigger than us. The US has how many millions is it? 328 million votes. So yeah, but with the election, so I was watching some of the coverage. I don't know why I was, because I had no clue what they were waffling on about for most of it, because I'm not American. But yeah, so they were it's all about the what am I saying, mate? So yeah, so it was meant to what was it? Was it meant to finish in that night? Was it meant to finish on election night? Was it?
Yeah, I think this is the longest time period they've had without I don't know.
Yeah,
but I think they were supposed to finish on that night, and then it was a week later.
Yeah, I think also I heard that this is the most people that have voted for a long time, and a lot more people actually came out to vote, and a lot more different sort of groups of people came out to vote. Let's have a look, actually, because obviously the main two candidates were Joe Biden and Donald Trump for the Democrats and the Republicans. But there were also some other candidates. For example, big up Kanye West. I'm still upset that he lost.
Kanye West had to win. I'm sad now.
So obviously there are votes for other things. So as I said, Joe Biden got 78 million, Donald Trump got 72 million. The leader of the Liberal Party got 1.8 million, and then the leader of the Green Party got 300,000 votes, and then other candidates got 422,000 votes. So it shows you that it's strange, because it's some people even still vote for other parties, but you don't. Actually, I was about to say I don't get that, but actually I do, because obviously you can have whatever party wins in a certain state is the state that the party that governs that state, that's in charge of that state, and they're represented. Am I right with that? They're
I have no idea about American politics.
No, I think it's the same with the UK as well. if in a certain county, if say in the county of Kent where we live, the Tories won, it would be the Tory MP, like representing Kent in the
yeah.
in Parliament. Whereas if, like, say the Green Party won in Kent, then, or like in a certain area of Kent, then they would represent it. So yeah, America, like, I think quite a lot of people were quite shocked about how split America was. In that, as I said, it was very close. So Trump got 47% of the votes, and Biden got 50% of the votes, 50.9 and 47.4.
I think it's the closest election America's ever had.
Yeah,
I can't. Don't quote me on that, but I think Donald Trump was saying something like that. But
yeah,
it's Donald Trump, so you know.
It was a very, very close election because, and to be fair, so obviously we couldn't vote mainly for many reasons. Being one, we're not American, and two, we're not old enough. But that's obviously not as important. We are just not American.
No.
But I'm gonna ask the question to you two, and I'll answer it myself as well. If you were American and you were of age to vote, who would have you voted for?
Honestly, in my personal opinion, pile of diarrhea on the floor is better than Donald Trump. So
just before we answer this, actually, no offense to anyone, like we don't need to call offense. Obviously, we're talking politics. Don't hate on us if we pick the opposite to you. This is just our personal opinions. So you're saying, did you mean Biden by that then?
Well, it's too sad because Biden is like have you seen like all the times he's very old and like he forgets things a lot. Like I think he called his daughter his dead son's name. He doesn't know where he is half the time. He said something quite racist, but I think it was an accident. Did you hear what he said?
I didn't.
I'm quoting this. Don't take this out of context, please, anyone. He said that poor kids. He wants poor kids to be as good as the white kids, which like people can take in the wrong way,
right?
Like, easily.
But then again, this isn't me standing up for Biden, by the way. Saying stuff like that, but at the end of the day, Trump has a lot more sort of things against him, if you get me. Like,
I mean, he locked children in cages. Like that's not
Trump.
Like, yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
Weird. That's not weird. It's just horrible. You can't like.
So it's like, yeah, Trump is. I think a lot of people wanted Trump out, but I was surprised at how close it was because I would have thought that Americans wanted Trump out after all this. After seeing how many people dead from COVID in the US, and it's like. Not that I'm pinning it 100% on Trump, but I'm saying in a way some of it is up to him and his fault.
He did lie a lot about all the COVID tests, and he did tell people to inject themselves with bleach, which was weird. But like, I think I would have voted for Biden on the premise that if we had Donald Trump for another 4 years, if I was American, then I would think that, like, I think. The reason people like Donald Trump is because he speaks what people are thinking in a way. Well, not everyone, but like he doesn't think before he speaks. So like
exactly, he just blurts out, and there are a lot of sort of people in the US who agree with the stuff he blurts out in like when he's not thinking.
Yeah, so no one wants to admit it, but like people believe in stereotypes half the time. Yeah, like so nobody like because it's obviously some stereotypes are relatively racist and things. So you don't. But if someone's saying it and they're getting a lot of support for it, then you're more inclined to believe it in a way. So if he's saying all things like China caused it, and then like 10 million people are going, yeah, okay, China did cause it, then you're going to sit there being like, did China cause it? And then you're going to start to believe it because he doesn't sort of like tell you the facts. He just blurts it out. He just goes, no, China did it. No. And then like when someone says, well, no, I mean, well, they didn't really, and then they're just like, no, he did, they did. So he takes charge, and that's why people like him.
Yeah, definitely. Well, one thing as well. Obviously, with this election, Trump was saying that it was he was claiming that it was voter fraud, and that that Biden had sort of had frauded the election and that he was cheating in it, and that there was. I think he was saying so many different things, stuff like that dead people were voting or something like that, and Yeah, and that Biden had, and he was saying that all the postal votes shouldn't be counted because they came in afterwards, and that people shouldn't be allowed to vote after the time, like after the election ended, which was only because there were so many people queuing up to vote that the lines were so long outside that they couldn't all get in, so that people were voting after the time of the voting ending.
Donald Trump started off really strong, didn't he? It was like a 60 to 30% difference. Like there was like he was on 60% and Biden was on like 30.
Yes,
and
it
then
did. It started off, Trump was in the lead, and then Biden started sort of catching him up, and it was very neck and neck for quite a bit of time. And then, sort of near the end, Biden just took off, and so Biden actually got 290 electoral college votes, and Trump got 232. So
it was really close for a bit though, because it was stuck at like 232 to 238 for like a couple days, I think.
yeah.
And then like, because who was it that took ages? It was like there was one state that just took like 3 days to decide. I can't remember which one it was, but
which state?
there was a bunch of memes on it and stuff. It was like me
sure
sitting
it's
at home
Nevada.
waiting. Nevada, I think it was.
I think it may have been. Let me 1 second. I don't know.
Does anyone remember Lil Pimp though? That was funny.
Little Pimp. Oh yeah.
He got Little Pump on the stage. We called him Little Pimp, and then
yeah, Trump got Little Pump up on stage. It was like, I'm joined by my good friend Little Pimp. And it was like, oh.
It was very funny.
Do you know who Nelk are?
Who?
Nelk.
No.
No, basically, Tom, do you know who Nelk are?
Who's that?
Okay, even better, fantastic. Basically, there's some YouTubers from the US, and they did the YMCA with Trump at one of his press conferences, like not press conferences, at one of his things. But I just thought it was a bit funny. But if you don't know who they are, never mind.
This could be quite controversial to say, but I think the way that the world's moving at the moment, we should look for younger sort of people. In a way that,
yeah, we've got way too many.
Joe Biden is almost 80 years old, and so he's not he doesn't really understand our generation. As in, we all have our sort of issues with the Black Lives Matter, obviously the tragedy of like George Floyd and everything, and so we need someone who understands that on our intellectual level, not an 80-year-old who still thinks about 80-year-old stuff. I don't know, I'm not 80, but it's just so say we had a 20 to 30-year-old prime minister. Not only are they going to understand what the elderly wants, but they're also going to understand what our sort of age wants, because lockdown is going to be hard for school and stuff. And I think the way Boris Johnson's handling all of the schools and stuff, because he's blaming teenagers for COVID, but he's sending over 100,000 people into tight spaces a day.
Yeah, so, exactly. Because that's the thing, is he's saying that the whole spike is because of younger people in the sort of the age group. I think it's 13 to 20 something or other, or whatever. But at the end of the day, and I'm not arguing with that. I think a lot of COVID cases are coming from younger people, just because a lot of there are coming from older people, but also a lot of younger people are just ignoring the rules.
Yeah, we are all ignorant and we don't like following rules because that's just teenagers. But
then at the end of the day,
it's like public transport as well. I mean, for example, 2 buses and a train for me to get to college.
Yeah. Well, which is why my parents have been dropping me to college recently.
Yeah, same. My parents
it's a lot safer than getting on public transport. But with the whole thing of Boris blames the younger generation, but yet again, then he still keeps open schools, colleges, universities. So it's sort of like you're the one group of people that are predominantly causing COVID cases are the ones that are still that are under a less tight lockdown.
Yeah.
So he's telling a lot of older, I went shopping yesterday for some stuff, and a lot of obviously non-essential shops are shut. So stuff like card shops, because I was doing a little bit of Christmas shopping, and stuff like card shops and a lot of other shops. If they're not selling essential items, they can't be open. So it's a lot of obviously adults are being told stay home and stuff, work from home, but then children, as in my life has not really changed much at all because of the second lockdown.
The one thing that I'm getting annoyed at adults though is that with Boris Johnson saying that we're the reason, I walked into Asda's with a mask, but it was a tiny mask that I borrowed, and it didn't really go over all of my nose. But I kept fixing it in that. But I had this old woman, well, not old woman, like, what, 40 to 45 years old. She came up to me and all my friends and screamed at me. And she wasn't wearing a mask, so she was spitting all over me.
Oh, it was a Karen, was it?
Yeah. And she was like, you teenagers are the reason we're in this crisis. Why don't you even have your mask on properly? And I just looked at her and went, but you don't have a mask on. And she went, well, I've got my rights. I don't have to have a mask on. I said, fair enough, but at least we're making a effort. I could have walked in here with no mask, but I just put this tiny one on because I'm trying to...
Yeah.
But it's like everyone he's putting like a further bad image on teenagers, and we already have a bad image because we wear comfy hoodies, and everyone finds that an issue. But like,
yeah,
I just Boris Johnson and the Joe Biden and everything, and Donald Trump. I think if they were all younger people, not only would they understand what adults are saying, but they would also understand what we're saying, because we all make valid points that we shouldn't be at schools. I could do college from home easily with all the Zoom calls. I do more work in Zoom calls than I do at college.
Exactly, same. I do 2 days at college, 2 days at home.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Well, to be fair, with my course, it could actually it does benefit me to actually go in because of obviously what I'm doing is like filming and editing and like lighting and audio and stuff. So obviously you do need the practical side with my course of actually doing it, but there is also, with a lot of courses, it can be done online, and a lot of it can be a lot of it is theory.
Especially an ICT course. Like, most people in my course have sort of a good PC, like a gaming high tech PC, and then at college they've got less than 200 gigabytes of storage, and they're like from 1920. So doing it from home is easier for me because everything runs faster. I know I'm not going to run out of storage and have to spend an hour cleaning the PC and just all that sort of stuff. So, but if we get sent in, then we get sent in, I guess. But it's just hard to know what to do and then not to get shouted at by people.
Yeah. Well, so with the one thing you did say about having younger sort of leaders, I do agree with you with that. But then to the extent that there is also obviously experience they need to have. So you were saying 20 to 30-year-olds. Obviously, I 100% agree that like younger politicians and younger leaders would be better. But then to the extent you've got to also see, I feel like Boris is I feel like he is getting a little bit old, and but at the end of the day, he is also he does sometimes see the other side of sort of a little bit younger. Like, he's not like super old like Joe Biden, but he's also not super young. So he's sort of like in the middle, if you get me.
I do. Yeah.
I feel like with America, they didn't really have much options with this election because it was either vote a very like an old guy or a racist guy. So like America were kind of screwed with it because they did they had two bad options. And it's like I saw one thing. It was people saying like a vote for one of the other people is a vote for Trump, because if people don't vote Biden, then like and they vote like say Liberal Party, then that's just technically like another vote for Trump because Biden's gonna have less. Actually, I think I asked a question of who we would have each voted for, and I think only Ethan answered. So, Tom, who would you vote for?
I don't know. I was just going to ask the question of, do you think Donald Trump was a bit childish about the election?
Oh, he had a rage on Twitter, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, did you see about his Twitter? So I was going to bring this up a minute ago, and then we just kept talking. So did you see his Twitter was hilarious? I was looking at it, and his Twitter has so many sort of disclaimers on it, and it was like he was commenting stuff like I won this election, and below it was a little message from Twitter saying fact checkers have found this out to be not correct or something like that. And all of his tweets were being fact checked by Twitter, and they were all being found out to be false, and stuff like he tweeted this election has been rigged and it's fake, and Twitter put below like fact checkers have found out that there to be some inconsistencies in this tweet, and that this isn't 100% true. And it was like he for a lot of his tweets for like on election sort of night and a few days after election were all being flagged up by Twitter, and you could just scroll through his Twitter and it was just loads of tweets of him just talking nonsense. So Yeah, it was funny, but
I think it sounds stupid, but Donald Trump was a good president for memes. Like he was just he made everyone laugh.
Yeah,
but
he
then
helped the
he,
meme
like,
economy.
but he's
Yeah.
not a good.
I don't think that's why you should have a president though, Ethan.
Well, you never know. You know.
Just for the
pretty
memes.
funny.
He was good for the memes, I agree, but maybe not good for America.
Did you see like the presidential debate as well? Was literally like two kids fighting on a playground. Like they were like Donald Trump kept interrupting. Joe Biden was like, "Ugh, can you shut up?" He called him a clown. Like the the guy who like oversees the debate just kept sitting there being like, "Can you please let him speak? Can you please let him speak?"
Yeah.
Donald Trump was like, "No, I'm the president. I'm the best."
Yeah.
It's just like.
Well, yeah.
It's like,
with Trump as well, do you
so
think
childish.
Trump kept mocking Biden for wearing a mask?
Yeah.
Biden comes out, Joe comes out with his big old mask on, and looks so stupid, and he's trying to protect him from this stupid virus. It's not even real. Or
Called him like Sleepy Joe or something.
Yeah. And he's making fun of him because he's trying to protect from COVID, when literally Trump got COVID and infected some others because he
I have a question about Trump and
COVID.
COVID.
Yeah.
How did he recover so quickly?
I haven't a clue.
Well,
at the end of the day, Tom, he's
I
the
think-
president of the USA.
Yeah, but I
obviously,
do think it's a publicity stunt a little bit.
Yeah.
If like
if he did have
Jesus,
COVID to the end, to the point, if it may have just been like not very bad, like he may have only had it lightly, and then if you think about it as well, he can spend as much as he wants on hospital and stuff, and him getting better as fast as possible because he's the president of the USA.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you go, like obviously, like, did you see the tweets after as well? It was like I flow pure American spirit through my blood, and all things like that. So if you get the worst virus known to man at the moment, and then recover in 2 days, you're seen as this like being who's amazing and like he's so strong and powerful because he overcame coronavirus. He must be the man we must pick to lead our country. And he's like, he flows pure American spirit through him, and it's just like, no, he probably just faked it so that he could write these dumb tweets.
Yeah. So, yeah, craziness, but yeah. Well, I say we move on. By the way, Tom, if when you need to leave, just let us know, and you can.
Yeah.
But
about the next 5 minutes.
Okay, sure. So if we've talked so much about that US election, so let's talk back a bit more about sort of you, Ethan, big Eth man.
Big Beef Ethman _ plays on Twitch.
With a Z.
With a Z.
The little bit links will be in the description anyway, so go follow. But okay, so I've got some quick questions written down here. Just
go on.
Just answer these quickly without
without thinking too much
detail. Yeah. Well, like you can think about them, but just they're not really long questions.
Don't ramble on for 20 minutes like the last time.
Yeah, don't go on a big thing. Not that I'm complaining. This has been a very, very good podcast episode so far. So what's your favourite game, Ethan?
As of now, Doom. I'm really enjoying Doom, but overall, I would say, that's a hard question. Jeez.
Yeah.
See, I want to ramble on, but I'm not going. Well, I'll say video games are like an escapism sort of thing, so it's like an entire new world. So a game that immerses you in it, sort of, is like my sort of favorite game.
Yeah.
So it sounds childish, but Minecraft you can do so much with, especially with a PC. You can mod it, and
spend hours on Minecraft.
Yeah, you can do anything on that game. So I'm gonna say Minecraft.
Nice, Tom. Can you see the questions? If so, do you want to answer the next one?
Yeah, no, hang on. Right, so... I've lost the question now.
Do you want me to just ask it?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. What's your favourite stream you've done?
So that stream that I got, I think the most amount of viewers at a time was 11 or 12 I had at one time. And I was playing Doom, and then it turned into the Hangman stream.
Right.
So that stream, I think I gained like 4 or 5 followers. I got quite a few generous donations, and I had like a fun time interacting with the chat. And then I got like 3 or 4 DMs from people who had watched saying, I really enjoyed that stream, I'll look out for the next one. So just it was really good. It was really good. I really enjoyed watching. I really enjoyed that stream.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I stream Doom quite a bit now, to be fair.
In the same way, I think you've just answered this, but the best stream you've done.
But yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, actually, though, you say like that's in terms of live things, but we were talking earlier in the podcast about actually, in terms of if you look back on your channel now, of actually the most viewed.
Yeah, in
after
terms
the
of
stream
most
is
viewed
the
videos,
Among Us
would be
one.
the Among Us one. Yeah.
But yeah, okay. And last one, who's your favourite Twitch streamer that's not yourself? There is a correct answer to this.
That's the correct. Oh, is it Jacob Silver? Is that the
Whoa,
correct
that's you're too kind.
No way.
I'm joking. I'm joking. No,
It's a
seriously,
very. So I would like to say call me Carson, but I think that's too niche. But I think there's a guy called Pay Money Wubby. Now he's not for everyone. But he is hilarious in my opinion. He does like a lot of interactive streams like mine. So he did one the other day where he was the Pope and he had viewers call in on Discord and they would confess their sins.
Okay.
And he'd tell them if they were worthy or not to go, if they had to go. Like, I don't know. It was really funny, and he does like media share streams. He does the ones where you have to, like, he tries to sleep, and then you just keep playing videos. So he can't.
Yeah.
He set up like surround sound in his room. He's very funny. He's getting big on YouTube. He's almost at 1 million subs on YouTube now as well. He does quite a good. I like his YouTube content. I actually found him on YouTube. So yeah, I think that's my favorite streamer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't put this down, but one more question.
on.
YouTube or Twitch? Which one would you say is better? I know they're different in their senses, but when I say YouTube, I don't mean like streaming on YouTube. I mean if you're gonna sit down to watch something, and I know obviously it varies as to what you want to watch, but would you rather sit down and watch? Say you have an hour to kill. Would you rather sit down and watch an hour worth of YouTube videos or an hour worth of a Twitch stream?
Well, I think I'm gonna go with YouTube only because of what you said, like the varied content of what you want to watch. So like that you could have like a favorite streamer, but it obviously depends if they're streaming. So YouTube videos never go away. Streams are sort of centered around if they're live or if they have them saved to their channel. So but you could sit there for half an hour of that hour being like, I want to watch Among Us, and then just go, nah, I want to watch Minecraft now. And you can do that on Twitch, but then it depends what sort of content, because there's a lot of speedrun Minecraft going on Twitch right now. But you might just want to start watching like a Minecraft mod Let's Play or something like that. And that's why I like YouTube, because you can search so quickly for different content.
Yeah, in a way as well, I agree with you on that I prefer YouTube, but also for the reason of like, with Twitch, it can be fun, entertaining, but also if you're watching, say, like a YouTuber who also streams on Twitch, it's similar to you, where they post sort of their highlights or like a video from their Twitch, then they edit it in a way that it shows you the best parts. So it's sort of like you don't have to watch. You may watch for an hour and see all the best parts in that, and then they condense it down to a video. It's 10 minutes, and it's got the good part. Like there may only be like, and within that hour, there may only be like 10 like really good bits. 10 minutes of really good bits. So it's like with YouTube, you don't have to sit through all the other bits. Not I'm saying like the boring bits, but in a way, sort of the boring bits, like the not the greatest bits of it, the less interesting things.
Yeah.
So.
Then again, though, I have got myself caught up in watching a Twitch stream for almost 3 hours at a time, because you feel not bad leaving, but it's like you want to know what's happening next. So with a video, like it has an ending point. So, and obviously a Twitch stream does as well, but it's not really a set time.
Yeah.
So I aim for about an hour and 45 minutes. But like,
you
just sit down and watch someone play a video game, and you have no idea what's going to happen next.
I feel like for me as well, in a way, it's sort of the FOMO, fear of missing out, where you feel like you're going to leave the stream and then something really good's going to happen. Someone's going to come and donate a load of money, or they're going to have a really cool thing happen in the game, or some big streamer's going to come in, or something like it's going to happen, and you're scared you're going to miss out. Whereas in the video, you know that like once the video ends after 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever, then you've watched it all.
Yeah, because you can say at the start of a video, like, stay tuned towards the end, there's a crazy clip. But you can say, like, but you can't say that at the start of a stream, because it could be the most boring stream ever. It could be like, oh, literally nothing happens, you die first in every single game, or like, you don't get any kills or stuff like that.
And it's like, with that, exactly, with the point of, the streamer could be streaming for for a few hours, and you could just literally just be watching for an hour, and in that hour that you're watching, they could die loads of times, and it could not go well. Whereas you watch the video, they're going to cut out all the bad bits, and just so it's the entertaining bits, and so that's good.
Yeah, but Twitch streams are really good, and I do enjoy watching them.
Yeah, 100% agree. By the way, quickly, sorry, viewers, I'm quickly deleting some footage from my camera because we've run out of space. I didn't realize I've been recording for an hour and a half so far.
On that note, I've actually
complaining.
got to go. So
Okay, that's completely fine.
Bye,
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you for having me, Tom.
I think me and
no problem.
might talk for maybe like 10 minutes or more, maybe not even that, but yeah. Anyway, but yeah, thanks, Tom. We'll see you later.
Thank you.
Bye, Tom.
Thanks for joining, Ethan. Bye.
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 So we're going to move on to the final thing. I know this is a very long episode, so if you're still listening, thank you. Ethan, what's your future goals? Let's talk about some future goals. Is sort of streaming your future sort of job you want to have, or do you want to do? Is this sort of like a part-time thing that you're doing at the moment, or is it like what's the longevity of this? Is it something you want to be doing in the future as like a job, or is it just you're just doing this for fun at the moment?
Well, I am really enjoying doing Twitch at the moment, and obviously if it blows up, then I'm going to consider it as a career path. But I am a big gamer. I love video games like with a passion. So I've always wanted to create video games, and I have done a couple. Right. I have made a couple, and I think one of them got 1,000 plays or something on some website. But
oh wow,
it was I enjoy coding and like making my own games because. Have you ever played a video game where you've gone to bed and you wake up the next morning and being like, I want to play this all day. I want to sit down and like play this video game. I want to give people that feeling in a way, but I am Twitch isn't really a part-time thing at the moment. It's a full-time thing because I don't have another job. But and I wouldn't consider it as a job, but it is. I am having a lot of fun just streaming. Streaming. There we go.
Streaming.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. Streaming and interacting with everyone who's watching the videos, and I mean, hopefully I can do this like more often and get a bit more like sort of something out of it, like a bit more money out of it, and a bit more viewers and all things like that. But I'm no way thinking that I'm going to get like 1 million followers or anything like that. I mean, that would be incredible, but I don't think. But yeah, I think that sort of answers. What about you? Are you wanting to YouTube full time or?
At the moment, no. Sort of my sort of future goal. I wanna do videography. So like what I'm studying currently is what I want to sort of do in the future. I really like filming and editing and lighting and audio and all that. So that's what I really want to sort of do in the future is actually just do filming for other sort of people and that's sort of my future thing. But like if YouTube, like I would be fine with doing YouTube. Like some of my favorite YouTubers are there's a guy called Constantine, and basically he's the guy who does all the filming for the Sidemen and as a whole, and also some of the individual Sidemen he does it for, like he does it for Zerko. And I've been watching his channel for a long time. Actually, I've got quite a few hearted comments from him recently, where I've been commenting on his videos, and he's been hearted them, which is quite nice. It's quite cool when actually sort of bigger sort of YouTubers, I think he has like 600,000 subs or something, sort of not recognise you, but like interact with their sort of comments or whatever. But he's one of I really quite enjoy his videos, and they're very much like the ones I particularly enjoy are the behind the scenes of him shooting for the Sidemen, and I feel like that's something I would really enjoy doing, sort of being sort of like filming for maybe other YouTubers.
For my Twitch group like thing, we could if I ever have a Twitch group, you could do that. Yeah.
Well, basically, we talked about this off the podcast, so I don't think we're going to go into detail with it, but we talked a little bit about this before. We'll maybe talk about it in a future episode.
It's literally nothing set in stone at all yet.
Yeah, so. Exactly. It's just an idea, but well, cool. I think that's about it.
It's been a great podcast. I've really enjoyed it.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. It's been amazing having you.
I'm sort of a gamer, you know. Sort of, I do stuff here.
You've made the podcast very interesting. This is going to be our longest episode yet. I think we're recording. Let me got my thing. We're recording for almost an hour and 40 minutes.
Damn. Yeah, it doesn't feel like that though. It feels like we've been talking for 20 minutes.
So by the time this is probably trimmed and stuff, it'll probably be maybe an hour and a half podcast, which is insane.
Yeah, that's quite a while.
Which is almost an hour. Like that's more than double some of our podcasts.
Yeah.
Some of our podcasts are like 40 minutes. Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Great, amazing. Anyway, thank you so much for listening or watching this podcast. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to subscribe down below on YouTube or follow or subscribe on your favourite platform. Go check out Ethan's Twitch and YouTube. Links in the description.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Below. Go sub to him and follow him. Help him reach 50 followers.
Yeah, 50 followers. If you guys do follow, I appreciate it a lot. And make sure to put something in chat saying I came here from Jacob or something, and I will do something special. Yeah.
Go tell him you came from the Unnamed podcast in his streams, and that'd be great. I'm in the streams quite a lot, so if I see anyone saying they came from the Unnamed podcast, then I'll make
tell you what. If 5 of you come from the Unnamed podcast, I will make Jacob a moderator for my Twitch chats.
I feel like it's not going to happen. Not that you're not going to make me mod, but I feel like it's not going to happen that 5 people are. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe as well, because this is the end of an hour and a half long podcast.
Yeah, true.
Anyway, thank you so much for watching or listening. And yeah, we'll see you.
Shout out to the man in Guatemala.
Yeah, shout out to the Guatemalan listener.
You're great, man. We love you.
To be fair, he's less than 1% of listening, so they may have only listened to like 1 episode. So.
No, he's always here. He's an avid viewer.
Anyway, thanks for watching and listening, and see you next podcast. Goodbye.
Bye.
Everybody, every now I know, I started in the session, oh, Miss So, I know.